Hello everyone, and welcome to The Friends We Left Behind, a point-and-click horror puzzle game in which we enter an abandoned children's asylum and find it still inhabited by the imaginary friends of the children who lived here. Now, as soon as I saw the store page for this, I knew I had to give it a try because I've honestly been waiting for a horror game to use the premise involving imaginary friends. I mean, what are imaginary friends but, I guess, a sort of manifestation of our desires as children? And while a title like The Friends We Left Behind does evoke some sort of nostalgic sadness, well, you do also go in with the knowledge that they come pre-packaged with everything we thought was normal, everything we thought we wanted. And do we really want to see that part of ourselves again? And couple that with children who were, I suppose, neurodivergent in more ways than one, and, well, you just don't know what it is we're gonna get. Thank you to Grant Mars, the creator, for sending me the Steam key, and I can't wait to try it out. I have a lot of questions, but I suppose we won't learn more until we get started. Easy, play through every level with minimal difficulty. Medium, play through every level on playful. What does that mean? And hard, play through every level on every difficulty, unlocks lethal mode. Now, one thing I had read in the reviews is that this game is supposed to be, like, absurdly hard. But I guess we'll try it on medium and we'll just tone it down if it's too much. That sign can't stop me because I can't read. So we're investigating like a long, cold missing persons case. I don't like that. Oh, that, like, childlike jumping up and down and with, like, giddiness. But what was that thing? Oh, they were actually lobotomizing patients. Claiming she and her imaginary friend wanted to return home. It's like some kind of demented game of hide and seek. They're all staying just out of sight. Good luck at your lobotomy. Oh, it's a card from all the other kids. Investigator's notes. Throwing balls seems to attract Twisty. It looks like the ceiling vent connects to the front of the room. I wonder if he climbs up there. Okay, you're throwing a lot of information at me really quickly. Photographing Smudge scares him away. I can see his writing on the wall. It's creeping me out. Almost feels like something's behind me. Well, you put these things together really quickly, didn't you? They take their attention off me when they're together. The second they're distracted, I'll snap one final photo and try to escape. Okay, I'm gonna click to play tutorial. This spoils the puzzle. Oh, well, I guess I'll just use the information I was given then? Oh god, it's so dark and I can hear footsteps moving all around me. Oh my god! Okay, we need the camera to scare him away. This attracts Twisty, right? Oh my god. Okay, we can't actually move. We just have to use our tools to keep them at... Hey! Okay, we can't take our eyes off of you, okay? Oh, there's you. Okay, so you're hiding there. We can take a picture. And of course you're gone by the time of the flash. Okay, now why do we want to attract Twisty? I can see all these different holes. I can see all these different holes. Okay, we don't want anyone getting close. That's the thing. Go! I'm confused about what we do with Twisty. Oh, you're just appearing all over. Peekaboo, what does that mean? What does peekaboo mean? You can throw the ball. Oh, I see. You know what? We probably have to throw the ball to get rid of you. But you're not going away, actually, and as soon as I turn, you get me. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't expect to see you actually moving. Okay, maybe we have to always have one of these in our inventory. No? Okay, that didn't do what I wanted it to. What happens if we just keep our eyes locked on you? I don't know what to do once you show up, that's the problem. Oh, eyes? Be our friend. Alright, so getting rid of you! Okay, that was kind of nuts. So you were together and therefore not doing anything. I just don't know how to get rid of this buddy. As long as you're within my line of sight, you won't attack. Which means I'm safe to do that. But we've got to be fast. Toss that up there. There's you. Now we've got to find you. You're gonna then move, but you didn't. So it's a game of fast switching then, is it? When you're right there, that's when you'll move again. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay, so we've actually got to be pretty fast with it. I've been trying to be slow, but we need to be fast. There you are. There we go. Okay, I understand now. I was trying to play carefully, but it's not about being careful. It's really more about the rhythm. Yeah, I honestly could have thought to try tossing it up in the vent, but I just didn't think it would work. Like, throwing in games is just historically so difficult. But to comment on what we've been through so far, that was pretty friggin' creepy, I have to say. I mean, like I said, it does have a sort of childlike malevolence behind it, like it's some twisted game. But in the rules that it established, it's got sort of that nightmare logic where you know that something is coming for you, and yet in order to protect yourself from it, you have to turn your back to it to do something else. And the longer this goes on for, the more frantic it gets, and we're just waiting for that one perfect image where we can get them both together. And so it's just this constant dread that builds to a panic until its final moment of relief. And so I'd say that was pretty well done. Let's see what the rest holds in store for us. And you better run. Seems they're sore losers.
Looks like it's finally time.
Looks like the others aren't welcome in this game.
For my debut.
Playing the record with the curtain open seems to keep Pixie happy and off the stage. It's uncomfortable when she stops in front of the stage to sing, but closing the curtain on her seems to drive her up the wall. Wait, she actually went up the wall and now she's climbing down. Would opening the curtain again calm her down? Maybe I'll even take her photo afterwards to make it up to her. Now, it seems like our goal here is ultimately to photograph each of these entities. But it doesn't seem to bring them any sort of peace or rest. I mean, the other two continued chasing us afterwards. Oh, God. Of course, it's no less dark than before. Oh, look at her just lurching around in the auditorium. Okay, where's that record? We can press that to wind up the gramophone. You said it's uncomfortable when she stops in front to sing. Wind it up. Oh, she's got our light. Using it as a microphone, is she? Oh, that is so creepy. Oh, it's the campfire story space, but I see you teleporting. Let's close the curtain on her, shall we? Oh my God! I would really like it if you would climb the wall, please. And you got me.
Now I get to watch you sing.
So what I want is for her to come to the front and sing. Okay. And then close the curtain on her. Ruin her big show. And then when she starts climbing up and down the wall, that's when I get her? But where is she? There she is. Oh, look at her staring at me from above. Let her come down. I need to catch her in the act. Gotcha. I said gotcha! I feel like I don't understand what it is I'm meant to be doing now. I feel like I did everything right!
I will watch you sing forever.
Maybe if I try opening it while she's climbing down? Because I know I have to open it again, but... Sing. Close it on you. Alright, you're gonna start coming down. There you are. While you're up there, what if we try opening it while you're there? You still up there? Okay, and I'm dead. Okay, let's listen to your song. Close this. You will be most upset with me. Maybe I wait until you start climbing down this time. Hey, do it, 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 do it. Yes. Yes. Hi. There you are. And now you just back out there. Doing that. There's got to be something, like, the last one was sort of timing based, so it's got to be something, it's got to be while she's climbing down, right? Now look at all that mold on the walls. Oh, that she's just up there like, yeah, I'm waiting. Giving me one chance. Okay, I have to look away in the dark. And then you're just right there. As soon as we hear you, let's do that. And, I guess we got you that time. Okay. I don't know what was different. I guess we just had like a less than 1 second window to do that. Because the only thing I really committed to doing differently that time was... Well, was making sure I did it as soon as we heard you rather than as soon as we saw you. That one was kind of cool and creepy. The way she's using our light as a microphone. The way we see her just walking up and down the aisles in our camera flashes. And sometimes she makes a journey that just shouldn't be possible. And then when we close the curtains on her, the way we look up and she's just staring down at us angrily. Now, that one was also a bit more intuitive to figure out, but I feel like it could use some more tuning. Just because it's always really annoying to me in puzzle games when I finally finish a puzzle, and I realize that the thing I've been doing all along is right, but it just wasn't working. Well, let's continue. My only other note on that is that the opening notes of that song are going to be stuck in my head forever, and I want a full version. Please pick up your flashlight. Thank you.
No! You ruined my concert!
I would actually like to hear more of your concert. Oh no, we're in like a padded cell. What are you?
You're awake. You look funny when you sleep. Dolly wants to play. You have to play with my Dolly. You tried to leave, but now you have to play by my rules. Or else I won't let you sleep ever again.
Oh my. Now, as we go on, and as we see more of these imaginary friends, I have to start thinking about what kind of kids conjure these things. I mean, in the beginning, we had Twisty and Smudgy. I mean, Smudgy is sort of self-explanatory, wearing a mask to cover their face, different masks on either side, and shy in front of the camera. Twisty I'm not so sure about, but of course, Pixie vying for attention. If I flash my camera at the ceiling, Dolly seems to make a pathway with the grates. Is she trying to lead the doll to me? Maybe I can trap it so she'll stop messing around and I can leave. If Dolly comes back down, I'll use my flashlight to direct her toward the doll. Maybe she'll try picking it up. Meanwhile, I can snap a picture and run. Okay, that was me reading the thing for the Let's Play. Now let me read it to myself again so I can actually understand it. Alright, so if we flash the ceiling... So she's trying to make a pathway with the grates, and is trying to lead the doll towards me, and I need to trap it. And then I can direct her to the doll with the flashlight, should she come back down. But it... Oh. There you go!
The itsy bitsy spider was never seen again.
That's horrifying, but I don't know what I did wrong. Alright, so we need the camera to flash, right? That will cause it to change, will it not? Oh, you'll move when I put my flashlight on you. Yes, go to the doll, And, oh, you know what? I think I done screwed that up already. Go to there. Grab the doll. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Are you stuck in the corner? This red light, honestly, is an awesome choice, but... There you go. And that did not work for me. Okay, so how does one trap this thing? That's what I've yet to really understand. Alright, I'm starting to get a feel for that. You'll move that way. No. Oh, I see. You follow my beam. That's how. And then you change direction. But I don't want you to be led to me. Well, I mean, I kind of do. I kind of want to know what'll happen. Let's bring you over here. Oh, look at the way your body sways. Maybe I need to get you to the bed. So you do that. Okay, I see. You'll... So if I lead you into a grate, then you'll be angry and come get it. Oh, or maybe I am supposed to lead it to that. I didn't want you coming to me. Okay, I heard that sound and I knew I had screwed up, but I think I'm starting to understand this. Okay, I probably do need to get you to the bed. That's probably what's considered trapped. I already screwed this up, I think, by turning away. Alright, so I was right before. Let's just open that up. Random chance. Doop-de-doop. I don't think you're going to come down on me before that. You can't go through me, probably. I'm not having much luck. Maybe I can get you to go over here into that corner and then lead you there directly. There we are. We can get you closer at least. Only be dependent on losing one more. Oh, I've just realized this. The sound that I hear when you're moving is Dolly up there skittering around, pulling your string. That's creepy. Alright, there we go. Get you onto the bed, put to restrain. And then I just have to be ready for you to come on down. Just gotta guide you to it. Oh, I see. No, now we're guiding you. Drawn to the light, just like an insect. Maybe this is too close. I don't particularly like this. I also don't particularly like how you're facing me. We'll have to make a quick decision in the dark. There we go! Alright, now that one was much more intuitive. It still took me a bit to figure it out because I'm me, but they're incredibly unique. Like, I'm not playing any of these and thinking like, oh, this is this type of puzzle. They are all fully unique to their environment and their characters. And so this game has a real sense of identity to it. You know what, I'm gonna cut this, but I just gave a whole speech about this game and identity, but I'm gonna save that for the end. In the meantime, we got places to go, puzzles to solve, and childhoods to ruin. Oh, hey. They were just waiting their turn. Dear Mom and Dad, Annabelle's been acting weird since her lobotomy. so they won't let her leave like they promised. She keeps saying she can fix me and our friends. She hasn't mentioned Pookie either. I wonder if he's lonely? I feel bad she took my place. I hope we can still be friends.
9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Found you.
You wear a range of expressions.
I hide and seek. Let's play Marco Polo instead. You only ate it because you lost. Marco Polo's too easy. Don't make me convince you with me hook. Now get over there. Marco.
Oh no. Okay, so much for this not being a this mechanic. Oh, but that is so creepy. The idea that they're not just these beings that attack anyone who comes here. Like, all the time this place has been abandoned. They're just wandering around in here, still fulfilling their purpose they were created for. Even if there's no one to make happy by doing so. Alright, Polo's searching the stalls to find Marco. I need to escape, but I can't leave while Marco's popping out of the tubs. I've had my fill of this. Maybe I can figure out how to use my surroundings so Polo finds Marco and I can escape. So we're trying to lead Polo to Marco. Though I don't see how I could do it with a bucket and some toilets. It's not like I can just leave the door open and Marco will voluntarily run in for Polo to find him. Can I? I'll take a shot at it. Alright, from these notes, I'm not exactly sure. Oh my god! From the cutscenes, I never expect it to be just as dark as before. I think I'm just gonna have to play this to figure out how we're doing this. And we do have the ability to move now. Go. Oh, look at your feet as you patrol. They're actually weirdly human. Alright, what can I do? What can I do? I need to find... Well, I need to find some way to interact. Okay, so there's the bucket. No! You got me! Crawl under. Good thing you can't seem to see that light. Can we close these doors? Oh, we can. I see you bopping up and down. And that was my fault.
Fun as a corpse.
If I stand up, I can flush, lay down, and you get me instantly. God. Maybe I need to wait for you to be all the way on the other end? Oh, but you know what I'm realizing? I probably have to time it to when he's coming out of the tubs. So it's as much a perspective-based timing. Stand up. Oh, you can get me too? Huh. Alright. Well, this is a complicated one. So if I wait for you to go all the way down there, if I stand up and go like this and then crawl, 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 but that doesn't help because it takes time to refill as well. That doesn't help because Polo was not popped up. Now I was thinking about what advantage closing the doors would actually offer, and I guess it's because it would prevent us from being spotted by Spotted by Polo. Or I think Polo is Bathtub Man. In any case, how am I gonna do that if I can't stand up when you're there?
Other than me rubber ducky.
And you'll... Wait, so you'll stay in there then... And then come out, and then you'll be facing the other way... And maybe see him? Oh, that seems like a lot of stars have to align if I'm understanding this correctly. I think we should just watch this one for a little while. Yeah. That's where you'll show up next. Which means that we should then logically do that. Move away. But then once they get each other, I need to be ready to snap a pic, do I not? No, now you're here. Tell you what I haven't tried, actually. Maybe I can get him to run in here. Maybe this is like a red herring, basically. And I can wait for you to come out. I don't know if you can get me in this stall right here. You cannot, because there's 3 more stalls that correspond, and then there's the filler one. If I do this, go in, you ignore me. Maybe I can sneak in behind you and flash? Not what I really needed. But what we learned is that I can get into a stall with you? I'm starting to wonder if maybe my problem isn't caused by confusion as to who is who. I had assumed that Polo would be the one in the tub since, you know, he's the one who replies. But it's Marco who's actually in the tubs. You know what? I have realized what I need to do now, though. I do need to get you there, but instead of depending on you to spot him, what I need to do is get him to just, like, leap onto your back, basically. But that's going to be easier said than done. Okay, we need to close this. Flush. And then when you go in, stand up, open the door. Oh, wait, no, I need to be inside. Come on, pop up, pop up, pop up. You're gone. Well, I botched that, but I think the theory is sound. Oh, you'll still get me. Oh, wow, you will. Okay, that... Alright. I feel like that didn't work, like the last 2 or 3 times I tried it. Yeah, okay, the confusion that I was having there was because of me confusing who Marco and Polo are intuitively. I mean, you would think the searcher would be... never mind. Anyway, that was a really creepy premise, and once again, really original, but... Returned?
However, this time you won't have the opportunity to run away. Annabelle was right. The only way to truly be free is to give up the darkest corners of one's mind. But first, I have a pressing question to ask. Where is she? If you won't answer my question, then I'll have to tear it out of you.
We've got something to do with this place. I need to get out of here fast, and the only exit is through the gate. So I'm gonna need to open it. The only problem is that Pookie is chasing me. I think he'll catch me if I try anything. It's so dark, I think he's relying on the sound of my movements. So maybe if I throw something, he'll go after that instead. I should close the gate behind me so he can't catch up. Hopefully I can make it out in time and snap one final photo before I go. And beyond the distraction, that's not very forthcoming with information, but... You know, one thing that does actually lend credence to that idea We know their names. We know their names, so clearly there's some recognition here. All right, let's go for it. We learn by doing. Oh no. Oh no, this ain't good. This ain't good. We're actually responsible for our own safety here. Alright, so we've got to find points to distract you. You know, my grandma has a cat named Pookie, and... well, it's actually a very similar feeling when he's around. He's a gigantic thing with claws the size of hunting knives. How does one actually throw a rock? Oh, we can run anywhere. Oh my god! Oh, it's right here by the front gate. Okay, click to throw a distraction, but I need to run through the center. Only thing is that I'll need to pick a different one up each time. So throw there. Move forward. Alright, now we can... and you'll just come and get me. We don't want to run into the light either then. That's what we're learning. Alright, so if I pick this up, throw it that way, and then go this way, maybe we'll be okay. Can I see any other rocks? None. To run here, but he'll probably get me then, right? I don't know where the heck I am. We can go over this fence, maybe? Am I just going back the way I came? Oh, I'm having such a... yeah, I think so. I'm having such a difficult time navigating. Move over there. We can open the gate, but to do that we'll have to run across stone. Can I please just pick up a brick or something from here? And you'll immediately catch me. So I need to find a rock somewhere else. There is a path, but I've got to remember what it is. If I go back all the way around, maybe I can pick up the rock that I initially threw? Yes, I can. All right. Okay, so actually, this is the first time we have the opportunity to change the other tool. So we can hold it with us while we go. Maybe if I throw a distraction back to here, then you'll be at the farthest possible point. I see you moving from that way. Maybe I have to wait for you to make it all the way over there? Then maybe that animation actually matters. Get over here. And open the gate. And no, you'll just get me instantly.
Much effort wasted.
Alright, well, if you're getting me from the farthest possible point, then I don't know what more I can do. Okay, so I played just the very beginning of the tutorial just to see if there was anything I missed, and apparently this mic actually plays like a different sound when we're pointing in his direction. Okay, I just threw it and ran down the center, even though that seemed unintuitive, and go, 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 go. How do I go through the gate, actually? Just kind of toss it off into the middle over there and then just run, really. And then you'll run out. I'll open this gate. It's the only time you won't kill me. So while you're in transit, go to the center. But that time it didn't work? I don't... You'll walk off that way. I go to here, and then just kind of book it for the gate. But turn around, you're gonna come running for me, and no, whoa, what? I just lost all my stuff. My stuff just lowered when that happened. Okay, maybe that's not what I'm supposed to do? Alright, throw distraction, run through here. So I played a little bit more of the tutorial, and it seems it is really all about just, like, knowing the path and then moving fast on that path. And we're gonna need the rock again. So throw that there, because that is the only thing. It's actually when we see him that he's slowed down. So we got to do that there. He's going to head out. I mean, at some point he's going to head out. So what we need to do is go back the other way. We need to take our time doing this part. Through here. And I think we gotta go back to where we started. See, the thing is, we gotta get that rock. That's the other thing. So through here. I'm not even using my my thing. But I didn't hear him when I looked this way. I don't know how quickly it comes about. Through to here. Oh, no! Grab the rock. Throw. Run quickly. Now, where's that gate? Right there. You should still be investigating that rock. We're now out of your way. And close, 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 close. Come on, come on, come on. And there we go. Well, I'm certainly not opening it again. Am I really not going to get one more picture? I mean, you're giving me the opportunity to run away, to literally head for the hills beyond this path, but somehow that doesn't feel like I'm confronting what I'm actually supposed to be confronting here. Nope.
To turn your back on your friends.
So what do you want? Like, I don't understand how I can take another picture. I don't like how dark it is in front of me. You won't even wander back to me. I can't go back in. Literally, what do I do from here? Am I... Oh, look at that place. Well, there's our thumbnail if that gate message wasn't in... Oh, we can run back in if we look down. So in the tutorial, you will just run over and do it, but it doesn't show me what the actual timing is. It even says timing and difficulty will differ. But if I can get to this point, like, you getting stuck in that gate should just be automatic. Alright, now are we waiting for you to show up in the middle? There we go. You're gonna turn and see me, right? 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 You're not even gonna react to this? No, what do you... At what point do you want me to actually do this? If I start it right here, right before you get going... There we go. And that time it didn't even finish filling up the bar. Alright, fine. Woo, it doesn't even feel like an accomplishment at this point. I'm just kind of pissed. There we go. And that's all. And presumably once we press continue, that'll be the end. Now, this was easily my least favorite of the bunch, even though we are starting to learn some things. It's weird because this is the one that sort of felt the most like a traditional horror game. But I feel like it took all the weakest points of the game and pushed them to the forefront here. Because so much of it is based on, like, timing that we have no cues to communicate, and so much of it is just, like, a complete violation of common sense. Like, that first move we have to make when we move to the center and we throw the rock behind the sign... First of all, it's the issue of having to just, like, painstakingly parse out what our path is supposed to be. But from there, we have to run directly into him. I mean, when we make that first move into the bushes, we can even see that we're running literally through him. We can see him emerging in the direction that we're traveling. Meaning, if I put my mic in that direction, I'll be able to hear he's there, which every other time signifies immediate death. Now, I do sort of like, from a horror perspective, realizing we have to go back for the rock. Because, you know, a big part of horror is just making us realize we have to do something we really don't want to do. Like, the gate is open, but being impulsive gets us killed. I don't have a problem with that. But A game like this just cannot afford to be particular with the timing in the way that it is. Because when you try something and it doesn't work, you assume that it's not what you're supposed to do and you move on to other things. You can make it unwinnable for yourself just because you did the right thing, but didn't happen to get that exact particular way that it wanted it done. He can literally be standing under a spotlight looking directly at us, and he's not going to come unless he's started moving off. But it has to be the exact instant he starts moving off or it won't work. Okay, but look. Twisty, Smudgy, Pixie, Marco and Polo, Dolly, and now Pookie. That's 7. So we photographed all 7 imaginary friends, and now... Well, I have to say, in spite of that frustration, I am very interested to find out what our place in all this is. What? Wait, what? And now it says aggressive on the top left. What? Okay, so there you are. Picture again. And now, continue. Why is it unstable? Why is it just popping me off back here? Okay, so there we are again. So there's you. I don't know if something's bugged or what. Continue. Ah, finally! Pixie's waving goodbye. I guess there's no hard feelings.
I could have fixed you.
Just keep running, dude. It ain't worth it. You could use the cardio.
Police department.
Ah, the voice acting was done just by the creator's family. Well, regardless, that was The Friends We Left Behind. And I'm gonna have a lot to say about this one, because first and foremost, it's really impressive that it managed to make me enjoy this sort of trial and error style of gameplay. For the first 4 levels, it presented us with these fairly simplistic situations, and even though I had difficulty with a couple of them, they more or less had pretty logical solutions. And working out what those solutions were without the help of the tutorial was actually really fun. Not to mention, the scenarios themselves were quite varied and creepy. I was really happy to find that each scenario was unique, and featured a completely different horror situation with different mechanics for how to actually get through it. It's more or less stated that we have history with this place, that we've been here before. And the obvious speculation is that we were a child who was housed here that managed to escape. But think about that line if we do choose to leave without getting that final photograph.
It's rude to turn your back on your friends.
Maybe we did escape, and this is all a manifestation of our guilt at leaving all our friends, all those names, back in this place to suffer their fate. In that case, maybe none of this is literal. Maybe it's just us confronting our past demons. And maybe each of these friends is a representation of the personalities of those friends. I could have fixed you. In any case, it definitely has a sort of dreamlike sense of personal stake in this, that we're here apparently looking for evidence in these disappearances, and yet the only evidence we seem to actually collect is these photographs that we simply cannot leave without. But let's just talk about something that's all praise right now: the music, the visuals, and the characters and their animations. All of it is great. The artistic side of this game is 10 out of 10 all the way through. I loved looking at it. I loved listening to it. It makes such great use of darkness with the tools we have at our disposal. It's not just meant to derive tension from darkness and our lack of information. It actually jives really, really well with the animations. I mean, all those times, like I said before, especially in the theater level, where we'd take those pictures and Pixie is just like dancing in between the aisles, moving sometimes to like impossible distances. The mechanics and the themes actually revolved around the characters' personalities, and so they don't even have to do or say all that much for you to know what they're about. I thought it was kind of awkward in the beginning, how our character just seems to know exactly what to do, but given everything we learned, that's actually leaning directly into the themes in a way that works really, really well. Of course, that's not all there is to this. There is also Insanity Climb and Friend Rush. So I'm just going to quickly see what those are. Oh. So basically, I think what it's getting at here is that these are just different ways to experience the story so that we can go through it on one difficulty or go through in like increasing difficulty. And then story mode is just like one thing all the way through, I guess. Sort of horror-themed, childlike characters. I was thinking, oh no, it's going to be like a Five Nights at Freddy's inspired thing. But that would be really, really reductive to say that, because it's definitely its own thing. And I think I started to talk about this before, but I said I'd save it until the end. It definitely speaks in its own voice, and it does that with the minute details. It does that by having every character and section be so unique to itself. It does it by the way the characters talk. I mean, one thing that I think is really gonna stick with me through this is Pixie's song. It's the kind of thing where as soon as I hear it, I know it's gonna become nostalgic to me. And I couldn't really qualify why that's the case, but this game's just got a certain thing to it. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot here, so I'm just gonna end it now before I give myself a huge mess of an outro to edit. But there is one more thing that's bothering me that I'm having new thoughts on. I could have fixed you. Does Pookie perhaps represent the place itself? Do I maybe feel that maybe I would have been better off receiving a lobotomy and not going forward and living with this guilt? It's leaving a lot to implication, and I don't know if I'm interpreting it correctly, but well, it's certainly a real dark story if you see it that way. Well, thanks again, Grant Mars, for providing me with this Steam key. I'm certainly glad to have checked it out. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Wait, I forgot one other major vital thing. Smudge is adorable. Just the cutest little thing with the big round eyes and like poking out of boxes and stuff. So cute.